So there's a few elements to manifesting. And I think what happens a lot of times when you learn about manifesting from any one person, you sort of get like one of these elements and they're like really, really good at it. They like know exactly what to say, right? So then you have like one piece of the whole picture. And so I guess what I'm trying to do here is give you guys the whole picture rather than just one piece. And if we're going to break it down simply, because life is complicated, but it doesn't have to be. Whenever you're trying to manifest anything, the first thing that you want to do is you want to start with like what's happening in here and in here, right? You want to focus in on yourself and figure out like what you actually want, what you actually believe in, what's important to you, what's not important to you, because there's lots of programming and societal influences and familial influences and all kinds of influences that uh, dictate what your belief system is, right? So you want to get right inside and realign with, we're not going to worry about that, realign with um, your truth and desire, and what's keeping you from being able to move forward in that way. Um, Second part, I touched on a little bit, is those outside influences, right? Once you are aligned within you about exactly what you want and what you need to do to get that to happen, you have to also live. Like you still have to like participate in life and do things with other people and other elements, right? And so that is still going to have an effect on you, right? So then you have to start tackling the issues around making moves, the actual influence, and how that affects you when you are trying to stay in alignment. Um, I would say it seems like it would be less of a curveball, but it really isn't. I feel like it's equal to the first part, right? And then the third part is taking that action, listening to your intuition, figuring out what your inspired action is, and being able to do the things or not do the things that you're being guided to do without getting in your head, without the influences, right? Because we've already tackled those things. So now that I'm free of blocks outside and inside, what do I do? What do I do? Right. So that's a huge piece that I think a lot of people who teach manifestation kind of miss. They don't necessarily always focus on that. It's sort of like, oh, do your shadow work and, figure out why this isn't working, that's not working. But then it's like, okay, but how do I get what I want? How do I get what I want? What do I do? And so that's where my course goes, and it's very tailored to who is in it. So some people are going to struggle more with the first aspect. Some people are going to struggle more with that middle part. Some people are going to be just totally baffled by the last part. And where your weaknesses and strengths are, that's what will tailor the direction of the course. And that's why I keep it small, because I want to make sure that I can do that. Really have that more one-on-one type feeling in a class setting. So that is what I have going on. And so that's kind of the focus today for what I'm looking to do. So if we can at least identify some of the things that are keeping you from being able to move forward, then you can have just a little bit of more of a leg forward, I think. I like to help, so that's what we're going to do.